me check me video na still na me come chi na me ba na me hu push ni ye na nyame adom oba akoma 87.9 FM akoma 87.9 FM brasisi na fe ye nyina no yenye sa adwuma no
on Facebook
na ye establish whether there was a push, whether the Kotoko player actually fouled the Bechem United defender, as to whether Bono a Boninsampa, a Boninsano Henfa, was the referee right to whistle for a penalty? These are questions and a filler time here they answer. Not for yet to make to join us. Now, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My man, I'm for to just say Ghanaian players, any referee, AGBB, Etiaoma. Reaction, omo edemano. It is something that the boys ought to be extremely careful. Extremely careful. Now, especially when you go into international competitions. And Bechem United player bakwa or Chibo no cry bra referee no eje penalty no bottle twene ho no be ma card. Afa goalkeeper ni speed or the referee be piano red no afrim the ogina kire ye be wie no na ye susi asisi na obi ma so and ye ko obi ma so. It is something that we ought to be very careful with.
Sure.
In fact, Bechem for no walking off the pitch so mo mobo ni biem.
Wow.
Asane mu say empanyfo sane o mokasa ya wo mo ekowura park no so eko to a agokansi no so. Now yeba aba establish whether ball no a ball a branch nsa before ebe ball nsa no Kotoko player no any piano man ko ball nsa was he impeded? Could the referee have whistled for a penalty against Kotoko? Did anything happen na ebe masade no
foul against Kotoko?
There be missing Kotoko player no foul Bechem player na I said referee foul tia no kra nsa na penalty call number because Kotoko player the foul no ma ball ko ball nsa a first foul for Bechem. It is the penalty call is just bakra. All of those questions we are going to answer it now, but you need to join us ebra oko akoma 87.9 FM on Facebook na ye the video no edi san komo yi na yes asem no na fe yakoye ni
achefo ntia ne momre join ye akoma 87.9 FM on Facebook bra bia na wo stadium wo hwe bi bia wa hwe wo ba bi but ye che edi gina wo ne ya che ba bia ye ka bia se de sitie no bra na be hwe ade ball no ebo Bechem defender ne nsa ampa before I born ne nsa no obi pushi no na ye se fa obi ba ansa na akobɔ ne nsa se de Pepe cheche bra na be hwe bi no what ya say adakoma 87.9 FM on Facebook wo de obi phone kra je bra akoma 87.9 FM on Facebook na so be Pepe aso nyina ye krado ye ti the birthday man
me da se na we my opinion.
Okay,
you can disagree, which I've always said is uno be a nyadwena e chese me yanka me so me no nyadwene. What you don't do is to employ insults and cast aspersions and insinuations and on enya papa chese o lack maturity. But also be to my video na do adwenkyera but me adwenkyere e na me dey ba abusa penja me jambo
Pepe Suarez.
To begin with, penalty incident na referee eje no, my first reaction was that it was a penalty.
Okay.
Me saw her video no, some mama who said a clear penalty, no ambiguity whatsoever, especially the position of the referee.
Okay.
And it will help us to go into this matter. Kabiru mama baby ana born was wrong kwada yemfa enya injina haya. So you see the position of the center referee.
Yes.
Or you're inside the penalty box. Now fortunately or unfortunately, an incident you see when nimwa.
Yeah.
Na nimwa. So let's now progress. The camera go quick. Now Obia and say my boy don't say this na any of the there was the incident. So you see where the referee is.
I say or sending in swinger na referee eba na chibe
jana because na ball na baby on so he needed to get out of it. Was who's a ball na back the direction na so ba na chika.
Yes.
So Kabiru man we will take time to explain. Don't worry. We will take time to explain. Just allow it to go. Now on the say again twam hwimza reaction first of all the cross is sent in we are the slow motion and so we are now going to analyze and break it down. It's say no kwasam ne say ebinum ase Kotoko asisi omo refi na say ban no refi ni npa boni. There's one man who walked up to me and says adena Kotoko nkwade omu lusu refi ne mpeso mbelusu no na mbusa say what we boy baby am ni gina na me say Sami mi who say bonus. I know on the catch him say yes a bonus because Kotoko player ne pia. Abranche ma ball no e question himself.
And now I see a measure wa akoma 87.
We just want to establish if
okay.
anything of that sort happen here. It was who heavy no make you judgment. Bia unya a typical breakdown of the video. Unya a typical breakdown of the incident. We will take our time. Near corner step by step.
Yes.
Now, I think that say the argument as to whether I say born is as an for Janoka. Because born in Sunday me never send in me. But so will be piano, so will be piano. That is what we want to establish.
Okay.
Now, Yaba Abetuaso Eddie Efrio. In terms of penny,
yes.
In fact, say, full video now. Incident we do. I started with Fernando Wisdom Bassi. Enra. Oga Bwachi, the man of the match. Oh, side. But I'm more baby. But we goalkeeper. No. I disagree with them. Goalkeeper made a fundamental error for Kotoko to concede, and I'll come and explain to you why Asare couldn't have been my man of the match.
Okay.
Go Nesha Asare no. A basic error. Goalkeeper, you don't do that mistake. We'll come and analyze it. Debbie Onana a top-notch goalkeeper or a top goalkeeper. It's no one has a mistake. No, none of the above a day. One of the also power. This is the incident.
Wow.
Bono or Gabwa Chichian will lay pass at the man. A branch at the Anderson team man. In team man shot at goal, but it was feeble. Now or tries to go call for the Keller.
Okay.
And a goalkeeper, Aziz, Dari, Haruna, a pushy ball. Then o pushy ball and abedru ya Kotoko player e recover e fa ball no
yes.
e ma one a ball pass no e the bar inside no. So the ball was still in possession. The ball initially my thoughts were that as a keeper the pushy corner no ball corner and corner the game was still in play ball in here and Kotoko player e ko fa e osoro o lay ball no e the ebre Adrian Ajete and Ajete e cross the ball at the penalty box no.
Yes, sir.
So with this situation and the position of the referee, just watch the position of the referee. A very key. So person who's a referee be as a one who has a what not journey. But be a referee journey there. A bad day bang on one say incident JC. Referee because one bad day bang on one but Ujina. And referee he didn't think twice to waste his house here. Very quick. Incident this year. Immediately. A see na. Eti echese oye cocksure say born ebo abranche nsa ya na referees ni bi edru say ya yemu bi si e when position ke na referee afa no free center o say referees ni bi ya no makam na afa no free center o dimri ke ba no ball we say ni free wa ubebu say odi ohundia na oje
as a guesswork
but the position of this man and the reaction on say oye wa nwene wo say menya na very quick and oje now Kabiru my bono and kona bono emra. Reaction when I'm say and papa will come and talk about it. You don't do that. One day ya no I record it was a penny. When the ball came in, first of all, Asante Kotoko player no may sure say Samson Iduku.
And yes, I pull out.
On David pull out on the
okay. They are no
Daniel Adrian Ajete the right back and they pull out in the back.
Okay.
So the Kotoko player wanted to attack the ball.
Yeah.
Or no baby because cross now me drew baby or no one. It is trying to go and attack the ball. Me pacho share any what would you bra. Do you see any touch here? Because at this point, Bono Esha branch and said me num dada. Bono Abeshe and said me num say a ton and sasso.
Yeah.
And Kotoko player no so Eshri. She 39 course, so say.
Yeah.
Kabiru my video don't kanka na ya nhwade da bi amana contempt no
bro behabi now so TSC join Adakoma 87.9 FM on Facebook now so far comments ebra video no
born about branch and say we are all tough on Kotoko player no ni I think there is a distance between the two.
Yes,
there is a distance enti me say no before me be video we have slow motion akomachi no. I saw the ball touch the hand of the player.
Yeah.
I've given you the circumstances of this cross nearby and say Kotoko build the attack. In fact, Wisdom Fernando Bassi or Gabwache J-Ball no medal. Dribbled past about 4 Bechem United players. Wow. Ole pass no call box no sakwaje in the box. He dribbled about 2 players and will lay ball at the bread and do some team menu. In team menu position, you get on 25. And one about number 2, but or tries or Kelly when you bend in here. And then you almost bend and they just Declan Rice and when you're bending until when you're bending or penny and I keep a parry ball to the other end. So Kotoko's chance was still there. In commentary, they say, "Omo create a goal mouth melee." It's omo so a possess a ball and a chance a bass a branch boy be chen in some minimum. Abza penyi ni. Ya che be bia no eto in some minimum etoso. Enti first of all, the argument say Amoninsa me sure say we have defeated that. It's no then we are trying to establish that Adia Kotoko play Ekoye Isaac Minta in number 24 Koye. Opia Branchenana, we try Branchenana. We impede Branchenana, we push your Branchenana. These are the questions I use. Say Isaac Mintana and Sahu me.
Yes.
A Branchena born a sentence. Isaac Mintana piano na boa questionism. Isaac Minta a channel and a top from the boa questionism. Isaac Minta I was structuring the movement and I born a questionism and I said a branch and one calculative ball because he wanted to go with his head.
Yes.
He missed the ball.
Yeah.
And it seems he was also going down already.
And look, it could have been as a down ball. What didn't it?
We are coming there. Se ball and Kasa form.
Yeah.
Cross no.
Yeah.
At the time we try to attack ball with Nitino. Na ball no e form kakradada. But when ya ball na be shedding sem. Se referee eje penalty a referee aboni trim pose obesisi obi ball a penalty medical kasa media and medical kasa a penalty na me san hwe we nyina we medical kasa conclude say it is a penalty in my opinion no enye superior to obi ade also odo de ba because of video na o hwe na onso utimi ade de ba na waba be kire but ojapan this ball a penalty and I say enye penalty. That is the question that we are asking. You say question a board a penalty and I say a penalty and I am saying that in my opinion with the greatest of respect to be a my dream the not a penalty.
Yes.
My dream the boy not a penalty.
Yes.
Because when who Isaac Winter say off our branch.
And now so we Kotoko different Kotoko player no crab baby and baby defender no one.
Yeah.
Clearly from the video me who a touch
No one can
before handling the ball.
I will check it pa.
What every year. Once a ball no buy no so ball no vie.
Yeah.
Na Kotoko player na ben but me who a touch.
And the Bechem United player unim and no penny be so frame say. Ono crowd there. Senka a gamer draw no di Bechem Kotoko league and bibia. Ko be suspect boy no crase bia boy na sheda because as a kwane share that's watch ball no dey look at it and Nitino as a Nitino go wan say van go
on coordinating no realize this a ball no down ball
but say down ball would you ball down ball say would you ball anya fa untia down ball ba would the ball no because say as was share that's watch ball rather than say or attack ball with the head. This is the ball with the head.
Wow.
And as a Nitino man e ho ba bia say or the head ball you hu say ball no aba be shedding sem.
It was a clear handball and baby a referee gina na die. People would penalty.
Referee this was the penalty.
Yes,
enti me dey medical catch them again say referee no in my opinion am be CC omo penalty incident and for me me be video no mom now him say video we be check for post so dey ka say wa say referee agibo we penalty omo post slow motion ni nyina ka ho
enti obi a mehwe bi
enu ti am ka so obi a mehwe bi
enti wo hwe omo post no na so omo di kan support them so omo ni kan be bold to tell them say
and yes sanity
references
afa mame you go na ko consider na man kan tell say abrante no a mistake that is avoidable.
Yes, it was a foul no one na che ball no referee give penalty odije it was a penalty.
So we are done with that. I know you are drinking also do the bar no problem.
Yes sir. The other video ni
Kotoko go no mo consider. Now share sabo ya abusapanyi no kwase me wo ni say Frederick Asare. And no na me kase swana na ye bobo no. obobo ba 18-yard box room
box no ya yes goalkeeper dia
na satan goalkeeper o tu de na tia wo yam kura o mo say e ho de na himfie no akọ ti o tia wa nya hwe it is something that they used to say and ntina anytime a ball no ebe kọ 18-yard box no bia no obo say obi a obo ye bobo ni nyina no yes na ye pese ye jai anase as a goalkeeper no ball nya ko dru sa side o there you allow the goalkeeper to come and catch
say no na no mo tiam watch
no oba almost goalkeeper no say o obstruct the movement mpo opie no oba sa na obstruct the person referee eje foul man because sa 6-yard box ke to no mo there a goalkeeper no na him fie that is something that na ye pes idea ebuza panyina ye swane yete na ball we dey ebuza panyin no kwasam ne say Frank Asare as a in boy penalty box no the ability to attack the balls no our form and he needs to work on it or a goalkeeper go no onim daye pa being a very good goalkeeper one thing also the kind of ball no say he should be able to attack balls coming into the 18-yard box shabo we na nkanya chance Kabiru yanko
require that it was in the 6-yard box
enti o de be bia corner kick na e buy corner kick bi a boko chiri sa no goalkeeper no you have no business going there if untimi nka go tisa be catch ball na
so obeti bi ka ko jira akodu ball
na dia ba ko ne se goalkeeper dia ya na won saka won goalkeeper me be kira ko player ba ko o hwiri ye pa
ba wa no
ne nsanka no ntinu ball ne tra no if that jump had been Frederick Asare's jump
with the hand
up ball no and goalkeeper was adia ba ko antia ya allow goalkeepers mo use o nsa no so when you expect the players to save it. So last two seasons, okay. Adia ba kwa na share Kotoko pa ye. In swing as eba box. No share mo pa.
Yeah.
Mostly not Fred at that post room. Also occasions, no. I am pointing out to him. This is not just any criticisms. I am pointing out to Fred Asare say, as a working on Sadian. He needs to work on it. As a goalkeeper, me say time and here ball no. Or say what in the goalkeeper or what. But Ghana Premier League player be able catch or say. When the ball is floated into that box, now you also what in the podium, don't go there. He comes out and he comes out with strength.
Yeah.
Enti Kabiru, mame ball no na me hwe ba bia Asare na eso pie ba Asare MP anfa amechebo. So let the ball go, then you catch it in the air. Eti gina ha mame. Ebuza pay ball no air ba box no. Asare is still
original defenders na won anim.
Oh, that's gina ho.
Okay.
On say sometimes in the Premier League by nanka opponent player be blocking movement. Say be ya untimi nkofa ball.
No more rotate.
Can you let's proceed? Mame baby akotoko play ni jump in. Abza baby baby akotoko play.
On the yes of
Brawochi kakra bi. Brawochi. Mane nko kakra say be ya. Player ni e jump here na abza panyi. Ni ti anka ball no. Say goalkeeper na jump here. Goalkeeper because your hand
with the hands are up
at this point in time. Say Frederick Asare na jump say akotoko player we jump here kwache ball na. But goalkeepers must be attacking balls small box no more. Sure. Now okay, how many times Arsenal a floaty crosses about Madrid box no more, but Thibaut Courtois is the first person to get there.
Yeah.
Why? Because on one Kasamza Park no watching will be
sure.
And an insasa kano. If you leave that defensive responsibility, say your pager ball eba, ujai say what judge am defenders no. Defenders no mo kwa mo sanka mo a. E bia na opponent e player, e the penny otimi jump chain wo player no. You'll be running us into problems. You may be running us into problems. And this was for me an error.
Yeah.
Senka Asare eba say obefabo we abzapayi. Kwa fabo no de kokra ma.
Go. Yeah.
It was a mistake on the part of Frederick Asare. I expect that going forward, he should have that courage and confidence around that small box no one there. He must command it. If you don't command it, teams able to take advantage of you. And the opponent, Dari Aziz of Bechem. Ball na no appear no befana de nekura. Boy I know be pay ball nekura. Nti abusua no a filler time. Mo mujina so no. You can make your own judgment. Ya de ensem no e de agu oba na wo de aba. So say ball na penalty a. Be kira waju say penalty. Me didi obi atem de o yes a. Mpanyufo say uncouth. Sa behavior na uncouth. Uncouth.
Richardo Pepe Suarez, the birthday man, and or the videos too. Penalty Asante Kotoko enya ye no. Ebi a wakasa ho a. Wo hwe wie ye wo sesen. Kotoko go a wo consider no ɛno nso wo hwɛ wie ye wo sesen me yɛnche won kan live at Akoma 87.9 FM ɛsɛ na nura ɛyɛ Pepe